Buy-in from leadership. First of all, buy-in is not just from leadership. It's about the whole organization. It starts with leadership. Leadership has to set the direction, and it's got to move down from leadership throughout the organization. In most organizations, in nearly all organizations, there's a natural distribution of people, some of which are naturally positive. They're positive thinking people. They like challenges. They like overcoming obstacles. And that's about 10%. Usually about 15% of people in organizations are negative. They're the ones who are critical. We're never going to get there. How are we going to overcome these obstacles? And that leaves about 75% who usually listen to the loudest voice, which most of the time is the negative voice. Unless leadership takes a deliberate focus at being able to take the affirmative step forward in terms of answering the question, where are we going, what's important, and how are we going to get there? If you don't get organizational buy-in, first of all, leadership doesn't know that we didn't get organizational buy-in. They found out after the fact, after they've lost momentum. They end the year with the same goals that they started with and don't know why. The biggest problem with not getting buy-in is that it culminates in a breakdown in the integrity of the planning and execution process. Because next year, when they go through the process again, everybody knows going into that process. Everybody knows. Everybody's been through this. You go through the process. It's the flavor of the month. 3 months out, we won't hear about it again, and we'll just attend to our jobs and what we do every day and do and act on our own. We'll answer our emails, we'll answer the phone, and whatever issue that's most urgent, instead of the ones that are most important to achieve our goals. The warning signs that there's not buy-in in the organization is it shows up what leadership interprets as a lack of engagement. And that's the effect, it's not the cause. The cause is buy-in. Leadership will focus on engagement. They'll look to research on engagement, on why aren't people engaged. But the question is, that's the answer. The question is, why aren't people buying in? And that's a leadership issue. The other thing is that everybody has more to do every day than there's time in the first place. So there's a lot of things that take the place of what they should be focusing on. So there's always a reason. This shows up that in the weekly meetings and the bi-monthly meetings that you're always ending up in the same place that you were 2 weeks before or the week before. And there's other priorities that are always moving in place of what should be done to achieve the key initiatives and move forward. There's always priorities. We can always rationalize them and justify them and actually believe in them because of the fact that from the beginning, we never really thought this is the direction we should be going. You know it's working because there's a lot of conversation around it. That you're hearing people be authentic and candid in what they're talking about. What makes it work from their position is that they're part author of the decisions that are being made because they're getting to express themselves in the conversation. Also, they're talking about the right topics. They really think this is what we should be talking about. And they express their opinion and they listen to others. They gain an understanding, sometimes changing their opinions, but at the end of the day, they perceive themselves as authoring the plan. And number 3 has to do with progress. Momentum. Momentum's a big word here. People actually do like change. What people fear most about change is that being promised that things are going to change and they don't. But when they start, even in little steps, and make slow progress, then at that time, that's when they get behind it. That's when they get excited.